Hey everyone, welcome to our first video of our summer session. Professor Leis here. I want to go ahead and take a moment to highlight some of the features of our Canvas shell. I understand that many of us are probably pretty unfamiliar with Canvas, so I want to make sure that we all understand how to navigate through it to make sure that we're clear on how to access the different readings and activities and whatnot and know how to submit them. So this is our homepage. It'll look approximately like this. I'll probably have updated it since I made this video, but it'll look something like this. We have our publication information for our course textbook, Habits of the Creative Mind, Edition 2. I want to stress the importance of making sure that you have Edition 2. The content has been largely updated since the first edition, so you want to make sure that you have the second edition. Your cover should look like this, okay? So here's the publication information. I have a link to the publisher so you can actually order or buy the book from the publisher themselves, either in physical or electronic format. I also have a link to the Cypress College bookstore so you can explore your options for either renting the book or buying it through them, and again, through either physical or electronic versions. On the right side, we have our to-do list. So this is where you'll see just all the different approaching deadlines that we have for any given week. Now, it may seem like a lot, but don't be overwhelmed. Some of the activities don't take very long to do, and just have them broken up separately so that you can kind of manage them more effectively. On the left side, we have our navigation toolbar for our Canvas page. So we're currently on the home page, okay? We have the announcements tab. This is where you can access the weekly announcements that I'll post, and in those announcements I'll break down what we're responsible for in any given week, talk about the upcoming deadlines and whatnot, just so that you're aware of what we need to complete by when. We have the modules tab, which is what I'm going to primarily focus on in this video momentarily. We have the syllabus tab, we have the discussions tab, we have the grades tab, and we have the Cypress College Library resources. I don't know why they hyphenated that word, but in any case, that's where you can find the Cypress College Library resources. On the grades tab, that's where you can see which activities you've completed and which ones you still need to complete. The discussions, of course, this will just give you a direct link to the different discussion boards that we'll be using this summer session. The syllabus, this button right here doesn't take you to the actual course syllabus. It's just kind of like a breakdown of the calendar of the different assignments. I'll show you how to access the actual syllabus document momentarily when I show you the modules. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Okay, so once you access the modules page, you'll notice that I have each week, so at the top in this little gray box, I have which week it is. So week 1 spans from June 22nd to June 28th, so that's Monday through Sunday. Okay, so that's how I break up each of the weeks. And then within each week, I break it up into days. So we have a Monday and Tuesday, so in this case, week 1 is Monday is June 22nd, Tuesday, June 23rd. And then you'll notice some different tabs underneath the Monday, Tuesday heading. And then I have Wednesday and Thursday. So the first week, of course, Wednesday is the 24th of June, Thursday is the 25th of June. And then underneath that, we have a few activities and whatnot. And then finally, we have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So in this case, Friday is June 22nd, or I'm sorry, June 26th, all the way to Sunday, June 28th. So that's how each week will be broken up. Now the reason I've done that is so that it allows you a little bit of time to work on the different activities. So I understand that many of us are contending with other responsibilities such as work or family, etc. So I want to make sure that you're able to complete the activities when it works for you. But I also want to make sure that we are keeping a pace with the course because it's a summer session. It moves much quicker than a 16-week course. So we have deadlines every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every Sunday. Okay. Now, it's not my intention to make everybody work Monday through Sunday. I don't want everyone to work 7 days a week. But as I mentioned, I understand that we have different schedules, so I want to accommodate that. So if you complete all of the activities under the Monday, Tuesday section, say you decide to spend all of Monday working on that stuff, you get it all completed, then that's great. Say Tuesday, you want to work ahead, you can move to the Wednesday, Thursday, move on to the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you don't need to actually do these Monday and Tuesday only. You can do it on Monday, but you definitely need to have it done by Tuesday at midnight, just as you need to have these done by Thursday at midnight, just as you have these done by Sunday at midnight, okay? But again, you can work ahead. Okay, so let me go ahead and just show you some of the navigation features within each of the components in the module. So I'm going to click on this first thing, the welcome letter. I sent this out in a message to the class about a week or so ago, just welcoming you to the class, offering a heads up on how the class will operate, some of the things to expect and whatnot. When you scroll to the bottom, you'll notice on the right side we have a next button. So what you can do, you can click on this next button and it'll take you to whatever is next in the module. So in this case, it's the syllabus, and you'll find a separate video that explains the syllabus, where essentially I read through and explain the different policies and whatnot for you, just as I would do if it were a traditional face-to-face class on the first day. We would go through the syllabus that way. So in that video, you can hear me reading through it and explain the different policies. So when you go to the bottom, you have on the left side a previous button, so you can click back to the previous page in the module, or you can continue on to the next one. So that's a way to navigate through. Or you can go ahead and go back to the toolbar on the left side and click on modules, and that will take you to the overall module view. So just a note, I want to talk about how to submit or post on the discussion boards, and I want to talk about how to submit the different reading response questions, etc. So let me click on this one, discussion post, our first discussion post of the semester, or of the summer session. So this is where you're going to introduce yourself to the class. We have a prompt here. I want you to respond to these questions in a sort of brief essay form. So read through the prompt, respond to that, and then when you're ready to post, you'll go ahead and click the reply button, where a text box will appear and you can put your response there. Now what I recommend that you do is don't compose it in the text box itself, just in case there's some kind of computer glitch. I would hate for all your work to be erased. I'm sure that's happened to many of you. I know it's happened to me. So what I recommend you do is compose your response in a Word document or in Google Docs, and then when you're finished, go ahead and copy and paste it into this text box. So then you click the post reply button, and then it will post it to the discussion board. And then you can kind of scroll down and see how to respond to some of the things. So say you want to respond to a post here. I have my introduction of myself. You can click reply, and then it will respond directly to me. Okay, so going back out to the module view, I want to show you how to submit the reading response questions for the various readings that you'll complete. So this one right here is our first set of reading response questions that will focus on the reading on learning from failure. It's the first essay we'll read from Habits of the Creative Mind. So let me click on that. Okay, so you'll see a set of reading response questions that are directed at this particular reading. So when you read through your text, you're going to keep these questions in mind. So you'll respond to the questions when you're ready, and then when you like to submit, you click submit assignment, and then the same thing, that text box will appear. Again, I recommend that you compose it in a Google Doc or a Word document and then copy and paste it. And then when you're ready, you click the submit assignment button, and then that's how you submit those things. Okay, well that about wraps it up for this very first video. If you have any questions about any of the things that I talked about, please feel free to reach out to me. You can message me through Canvas. or you can send me an email using my campus email address. Just a note, I tend to spend more time on Canvas than I do logged into my campus email address, so it's probably a little bit more effective to message me through Canvas. I also have the app on my phone, so I tend to check that a little bit more frequently. But in any case, I'll still respond to emails through my traditional campus email account. All right, y'all.